Does this transcribe as well?
Yeah, it transcribes. It does video, audio, everything.
So if I say like boogity boo, fuckity fuck, so it's gonna like write boogity boo and fuckity fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, my neighbor's like 90 years old. Yeah, I've been waiting for her to die for 10 years. She will not die.
You were planning to buy that house?
No, I just hate her. She always has comments about how tall my grass is because everybody around me is they're retired. So me and my wife are the youngest people in our neighborhood. And I mowed one time and I was out there checking the mail and she came up and she was like, "Well, it's about time you mowed." And I was like, "Dang. Well, which one of these bills are you paying?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You're telling me, what I should and shouldn't be doing in my house. You have to be paying one bill." She didn't like me after that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's such a US Canada thing where like people are upset that you didn't mow your lawn.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine in India anybody caring about that. Plus, our houses are made differently, so we don't have like front yards, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have
Nope.
backyard? Do you have any yards?
So I don't know if you guys have a word for that. What? Do you know? Let me Google it. Like, do you know what a veranda is? Veranda.
Yeah. A veranda is it's kind of like a little opening thing with a small fence area.
Oh, get ready to that thing to your mind that that.
Have my mind blown.
Yes. Yes, that. Get ready for that to happen. So this is how our streets look like usually. Like, just like more high res.
I mean, they no, the streets are actually that blurry.
So these what our houses look like. So we don't. So this is where you park your car,
Yeah.
and this is so this is the wall, and behind that wall would what you could call your front yard, and then that's like the door.
So, do people just park either way?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. See, if you can
so
see.
in the U.S., at least in Tennessee,
Yeah.
you have to park a certain way depending on the street. So you can't have someone like park different
Oh,
ways.
that's free for all here. I mean, if you want, you can park in the like here, right here.
Just right in the middle of the street.
Okay. Do you see the cows? Do you see the cows on the street?
Oh yeah, that's common here too.
Yeah. Oh no.
In my town, it
Really?
is. Yeah, I live in the South. Everybody has a cow, pretty much. Dude, there was a cow that got into a grocery store a couple months ago.
And they're like roaming on the streets.
They tried to keep them fenced in, but so on the highway, a couple days ago, actually, there was a cow just standing on the side of the road, and so I called my wife because me and my wife drive to work separately, and I was like, "Hey, there's a cow on 111.
Yeah.
Just be careful." And she drives by because she's about 5 minutes behind me. She's like, "There is not a cow there," and I was like, "I swear to God, I saw a cow." And for days, I kept seeing this cow, and she would not see it. And I was like, "Am I hallucinating a cow?" And finally, after about a week, I finally saw the cow dead on the side of the road. Somebody had hit it.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't hallucinate the cow.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Like, did anybody else see the dead cow though?
Oh yeah, there are people. So, that same cow kept getting out, and the police were trying to corral the cow in their cars. Like they didn't want to get out of their car because they didn't know what kind of cow it was,
Oh
like if it was
yeah.
aggressive or not.
Yeah.
But I'm
Don't
just
you have
driving
like
down the
a
road.
separate department for like the animal control, kind of like that comes and
Uh,
catches
it de-
cow?
it depends on how big your city is. So my city
Uh,
is a rather small city.
yeah. The car.
Medical insurance, I pay like uh about $1,200 a month.
A month for four
A
people.
month
Okay.
for two, because
Yeah.
my
Well,
daughter has her own insurance. So for just me and my wife, it's very good medical insurance.
yeah. It's better be. It's like.
Yeah.
It's better.
So I don't know. So my wife spent a week in the hospital. Do you want to guess how much without insurance that would have cost for a week?
Yes, I can definitely guess that because I'm like really good at guessing. It's $3,000 a day.
I wish. So for a
What?
week, $113,000. My insurance paid about like everything but a couple hundred. But
That
that's in
makes complete sense.
yeah. It's like my wife got some medicine
I
and
mean, that's the down payment on the house we're trying to buy.
that pays off my house.
Yeah.
We didn't even pay 100,000 for our house.
Yeah, you told me like 80,000 something.
Yeah, like 86,000 for our house. But I mean 113 for a week and the food was shit. Like it was so bad. I need to find the pictures
I mean,
because
imagine like what you can do with $113,000.
I could do a lot. It's more than I make in a year.
Yeah, that's more than like 80% of the people make in a year around the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Like not
And
everybody is making like $100,000 a year,
but that's what they try. And so do you ever listen to Adam Ruins Everything?
Yes, yes.
So he does a thing where like goes over the cost of everything. So
Yeah.
why things are so expensive is because
Yeah.
these
Because they have
companies
yeah.
they're upcharging for insurance, and insurance
Yeah.
is like, well, we'll just
is that American hospitals overcharge patients massively.
We send you thousands of patients every day, so we want half off all your prices.
We can't afford that. So to please these powerful insurance companies, hospitals cooked up a plan.
I've got it. We'll make up a really high fake price and then give you a discount off that.
Hey, as long as I get to tell my boss we got it cheaper.
Oh, surprisingly painless. Wait till you get the bill.
yeah. If you look at itemized receipts, it's like $20 for 2 Tylenol. Like I could buy a whole bunch of bottles for that. That
Yeah,
have hundreds of pills. Like, it's insane. But let's go to video games. I don't know. That's something better, happier video
Yeah.
games.
Do you have an iPad? You definitely have an iPad. You have a kid.
No, that's a very rude assumption there.
I mean,
I have a
it's just
kid, I
posted-
just automatically have an iPad.
No, because you posted
No.
the podcast thing, right? Where you apologize to the people who give
The
iPads to their kids.
screen. For me, before I became a parent, I used to judge people in public who gave their kids an iPad. And now I understand it. So this is my official apology. I am sorry to anyone who I judged.
Yeah, I have. She has a Kindle, like the kids Kindle version.
Read.
It's like the little Amazon tablet, Fire tablet.
Android. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not an Apple person, but you're like you have a kid, you got an iPad.
I meant by iPad. I mean a tablet,
I get what you're saying.
a big screen
so-
device.
Yeah, I mean I've got a tablet. It's a Fire tablet, which I usually read on. But my daughter has a Fire tablet as well. when my daughter was little, because I read to her every night, either me or my wife does. And when she was very little, I was like, she's not gonna understand what I'm reading. So I started reading. What was it? Terry Brooks, Running with the Demon. And my wife was like, "This is not appropriate for a child." It's like she doesn't know. She's just listening to the soothing sounds of my voice.
Yeah.
But then my daughter is so because we fostered first, my wife didn't get time off from work, so I was the main person in those first few months.
Yeah.
They're my daughter would fall asleep to the sounds of Evil Dead. Like if I could not get her to go to sleep, I would play Evil Dead, and once it started getting to the murdery parts, the screams of people just lulled her to sleep. And I was like, I think I'm raising the Antichrist here.
I believe your kid, I think she has like a really naughty smile, and she like does like this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that like she did something bad and she's happy about it.
She's definitely got like a mischievous smile.
Yeah. So like I was thinking like she would be the best kid villain in a horror movie. I mean, you gotta do this
because
like
she's like this adorable, sweet looking kid, but she's got
yeah.
this evil look to her.
Yes.
Oh, you haven't seen her like really pissed off. So I'm if you say something to her, she'll like lean her head down and look at you through her brows. And it's like if she could set you on fire, she would. But no, she just she didn't really do anything. She's a good kid. She pooped in the bathtub tonight. We're potty training. And
Almost there.
I
At least she's in the same
Yeah.
vicinity as the toilet.
I drain the water out of her tub after giving her a bath, and I go and get a towel, and all I hear from behind me is, "Daddy, I pooped." And I turn around, it's right there in the bathtub. I was like, "All right, let's clean that up." It's not the first time she's done it either.
Yeah, I remember. I think.
She's done it like 3 times.
Do you know, like they say that if you have like too much fat in your diet, your poop floats.
Yeah,
You know, like in
the water
the morning she has pizza. she poops in. It's like.
it's just floating there. Yeah.
And imagine like you're in there with her, like it's like the father-daughter bath time, and you see like a poop.
No, I would never get in the water with her, even with clothes on or anything, because she does shit like that. I sit on the sidelines and let her do her thing because she poops in the bathtub. Dude, toddlers are gross. She
Anytime you tell me like all the difficulties, all the problems you face as a as a father, it makes me so happy because because of the deal me and my wife has. So anytime like any parents like, oh guys, even if they before they tell what the bad thing their kid did, my wife and I look at each other like
I mean, it's what was it? Who was it that was saying that? Andy Sandberg, the Lonely Island guy.
no.
So he was talking.
Andy, is he Adam?
Adam? Andy? Wait, what's his name? I don't know. The guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Andy Samberg.
Andy.
Yeah. So he was talking about having a kid, and he's like, everybody beforehand was like, "Oh, it's the most magical thing. It's so great. It's this." And then he has a kid, and everybody's like, "Welcome to hell."
Yeah. I think he told it on like
it was a
Jimmy
talk
Fallon.
show.
Yeah.
Wife is pregnant and you're expecting, everyone's like, it's incredible. Get ready. It's magic. It's the most life-changing experience you'll ever have. Brace yourself for heaven. And then, like, the second the baby comes, everyone's like, welcome to hell. You fool. You're in a world of
I mean, it's hard not to say that it's difficult in Welcome to Hell part.
Yeah.
But it's definitely it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against people who want to have kids.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to have a kid.
Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to be like, I'm not getting married. I'm not having kids. And then I met my wife, and she's like, we're getting married. And we're having kids. Okay. But when you when you say that you don't want to have kids or you don't like kids, people get offended. It's like kids are kind of assholes.
Yeah.
And
Except I don't mean the kinder part. I used to play soccer. I used to play. Okay, you don't have that game. It's called Kabbadi. I'll show you a video later.
it's
Okay,
called what?
it's called Kabbadi. It's really fun. I don't think you guys have a sport like that.
Is it
It's a
anything
really
like
fun sport.
badminton?
No, it's really physical. So there's no bat or ball or anything involved. It's like it's like so there's 7 people on each team. One guy goes and he has to go and touch one of the players and come back. And the if he comes back, the player he touch gets eliminated. So then now their guy comes. He has to come in your court and he has to touch one of you, and the one if he like touches 2 of you, right? So he gets to get one of his guys back and gets rid of 2 of you. Like so,
So it's kind of like dodgeball without the balls.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Not
There's
that.
no person.
Yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You can't dodge a person. So it's technically dodge person.
Dodge person.
Dodge man.
So games, and that's like a sport.
Yeah, I was like really good when I was in school.
It's like tag and dodgeball had a baby.
Yes, kind of like that. And then there's like a really complicated game of tag as well that's called Kho Kho.
Kho Kho.
Yeah.
Coco melon.
No, just I don't even know how to explain it.
Do you throw coconuts at people?
So like there's nothing like imagine like a country that was like really poor once that they didn't have any budget for even for like coconut balls or like so like they invented sports that require nothing. And since we have a lot of people, so it just this sport requires like 10 11 people in each team. So
I'm curious.
okay, so they're like 10 people. You guys don't even have Indian toilets, right? So you won't understand like
What's the difference between an Indian toilet and an American toilet? This sounds like a bad joke. But what's the difference?
so I never thought I would have to explain someone because all my life
Hang on, I'm gonna Google Indian toilets.
I just said Indian toilet and everybody assumed that it's an Indian toilet.
It's just a hole in the ground.
Yes, that's the
Oh
only
God,
way
that's
to explain it.
the video.
And it does
or the
have like
picture of like this person squatting. I'm just
I cannot
looking
explain.
at the pictures that they have for the Indian. There's no way you could do this drunk.
Do you see it?
Look at my screen.
Okay. Yes. Do you
Just
see
this woman right here? Yeah, there's no way you're shitting while you're drunk.
and
It's terrible.
it's like really
But
let me open another room.
there's a poop. Oh, this one has a little flusher.
Yes. And this is like the American flusher.
Yeah.
It's like Indian version is like used to be really different as well. Do you remember those overhanging lights where you have to pull a cord to turn on the bulb?
Yeah.
That used to be our flusher when I was a kid. There's like a metal chain hanging from the wall. You pull that chain down.
I mean, so squatting down like that and using the toilet, it's supposed to be better for your intestines.
Yes. It is supposed to. It's just harder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the balance for that, but
I mean, that's like when I was like 5, 6 year old. That's the only toilets I saw. There's like a whole movie about it where this guy, he's like a 65-year-old, 70-year-old guy who can't poop. So this guy asked him to sit in the squatting position on the normal toilet seats you guys have.
Semi-liquid motion first, then 2 days of gas and constipation. What should I do? ये कोई मैसेज होता है देने के लिए ऑफिस में?
Our butts are like made of iron.
Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I can like
Crush walnuts with your ass cheeks.
do you know Rikishi's finisher really like put
Yeah.
I broke a door with that once.
You broke a door with your butt?
Yeah. That's how strong my butt is.
You can crack walnuts.
Yeah.
Just by
I mean, I
clenching.
can go through walls to that.
All evenly spaced.
Yes.
The
That's how
players alternately
one's
face
facing
opposite
this side, one's
directions
facing the other
away
side.
from the center line. The ninth player, who is the chaser, stands next to a pole. Second, 3 defenders from the defending team enter the court. The chaser tries to capture them by tagging them.
Okay.
Third,
chaser can't
the
cross
defenders
line.
can
The chaser
cross the
has to
center
go in
line
one
to
direction.
run from the
He
chaser.
can't cross the line. So if he
However,
wants to cross the
the
line, he has to
chaser
tag one
cannot
of the
do
guys
so.
who's facing this side.
Also, the chaser may run in one direction only. Once he has started running, he cannot turn around.
I mean, you know,
In
this
order for him
video
to
was
change
made by an Indian guy.
directions,
Like,
he
instead
must
of
run to
poles,
a
he has like
pole
sticks.
and around it. The chaser can switch positions with a teammate
So it's called
by
KOH.
touching a
Okay.
sitting teammate
So if you're
on the
running,
back
can you like
and
run
shouting,
back?
"Kho."
No, you can't run back.
The
So the
new
red
chaser
guy
pursues
cannot run
defenders
back.
But the
on
blue
the
guy,
half of
can
the
blue
Blue guy can
run
run
back?
in any direction. He can go through these guys. He can jump
Okay.
over them. He can go around the stick. He can go like between these two guys. But
So
the
if you
red
want to,
guy,
if you wanted to like fake somebody out, they have to
yeah.
run all the way around to get to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So if you want to go that way, so you gotta tag this guy who's facing that way, and then this guy would run. And the direction he chooses, if he chooses left, he has to go left. If he chooses right, he has to go right. So if this guy is like just standing, and so he can fake him out, right? So
Yeah.
he can like go right and then go left. So this guy, if he chooses that direction, then I used to be really good at this game. Like nobody could catch me.
So in elementary school, we had a game called Red Rover. And basically what Red Rover is it's 2 teams, and everybody, like each team locks arms in a line.
Okay.
And so you'll say Red Rover, send, and you name one of the people on the other team. You're like, send Larry over. And basically what my job is, if I'm being sent over, is I have to run at full force and break the link. So essentially the game is just clotheslining children. And I was a very small kid. Yeah, so this is it. Well, this is Adult Planet.
Oh, wow! That man, 300 pounds of man just got ripped apart.
Oh, Charlize, that hurts. Look at that. He's going right over. That's going to be a top 10 for sure. Let's rewind it so we can point out exactly what went wrong here for the kids at home. Here he is leading with the forearms.
This is too physical. Like people would get hurt. Like if we had this in our school. Like
yeah, we got hurt. We got hurt a lot playing it. Like a kid, I mean, especially in elementary school, there's so many different heights. There'd be like the small kid would get killed because he'd get hit in the throat.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
This is Kabbadi. So this guy, he's coming. He has to touch one of them.
Okay.
Right? And if he touches any of them, they get eliminated. Right? They go outside. And he has to at least cross this line with both feet. Like at least like have 1 foot over and then 1 foot in the air. That's good enough. So at least he has to cross this line. If he tags any of them, they get eliminated, and their job is either not get touched or not let him go back.
You can tell this is not an American sport because there's no way a bunch of American grown men are going to hold hands.
Exactly. So you make pairs, right? So I don't know if they do it, but back in when I played it in school, you had to shout Kabbadi. Like if you go in, you had to shout Kabbadi, 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 and if you missed a word, if you you can't breathe. Like if you stop to breathe, if you Kabbadi, so you're eliminated. So I don't think they have that rule.
Oh, they got him!
They got him.
This looks fun.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Like huge Indian celebrities have bought teams in this now.
I want to see Americans play this.
We will have to think of a cool name for this for it to work.
They tackled the hell out of him.
Yeah, you could call it tackle tag.
Tackle tag. That still doesn't sound manly enough. Because they're like, ain't no way in hell I'm holding another man's hand. Anything that could potentially be perceived as
banned in Florida.
Yeah, it would be banned in Florida. I'm really getting into this. He was gonna kick him.
Yeah, so you can use any part of your body to touch him. So if you how
he's a squirrely little guy. You could smack him with your wiener.
So they got him. There's two left.
So they got him. The two guys got the one guy.
Yeah. I mean, he got over cocky. He just could have eliminated one guy and gone back. There's a slap competition as well, right? Do you know that?
I've seen those. Those are Russian.
No. There's I think this is a Pakistani video as well. So these people, they're half naked, right? And then there's a Superman. Do you know what a Superman punch is?
No.
When you jump in the air to punch a guy, it's like the Roman Reigns finisher. So you jump and punch.
What Mario does when he hits the blocks?
Kind of like that, but punching down. Punching a guy in the face, running, jumping.
Oh God. Oh, so it's okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So they do a Superman slap. What they do is they jump in the air and then they slap the guy on the neck. And I think the task is to get the guy's hands to touch the ground.
Okay.
So get him off balance. I don't know if it's...
That guy's got a slappable face. It looks kind of red.
Yeah, I think this is one of them.
So this is just bitch slapping.
Yeah. I think bitch slapping, and the guy has to, yep. And it's a huge sport. Do you see how many people have gathered to...
He's just stop it.
I think he got a point.
Can you imagine if UFC fighters fought like that?
I mean, this could go viral, right?
I don't know.
I mean, can you take your eye? Were you able to take your eyes off and they started slapping?
No, because they run funny.
Yeah.
They run like Kermit the Frog.
Because they have to slap and run, right? They have to strategize.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What is that guy doing? It's like a mating dance.
You know that sting like a bee, fly like a butterfly or something.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali.
Yep. That's that. Do you see the butterfly?
I don't know what I'm seeing.
Oh,
that hurt his back. Oh, it stung. Get him.
Okay. Oh, I think he won. So he had to cross that thing. Maybe he won. I don't know. Okay. Did he get a point? I think he doesn't want to do it anymore.
He's like, hurt my back. It's stinging.
The butterfly thing.
There's no floating like a butterfly. It just stings.
Oh man, I should have recorded this. Okay, let me see if I can record it now.
Oh. Get him. Slapped him right in the side of the head. Oh, can't slap if I got your hand.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Holy shit! Did you see that?
He went flying.
They did a legit wrestling move. Okay.
Whoa!
Now this. Okay, I don't know if this is allowed.
You can't
Yep.
run if I got your legs locked. Oh, now he's gonna hump him. As if this wasn't sexy enough. I think it's sweet they have to rub dirt on each other.
Yeah. I
It's
think
like, hey.
only one guy does that. Like he
Oh.
won't get it. Right? I think like one of the guy, he's like the attacker and the defender. So
He's like a foot taller than him too. What was that? You get back there.
I think.
It's like you just tried to make a sex move on him and he's like, no.
Okay, let's see.
All right.
I think he's teaching him this one.
He hit him right in the ear too. That you ever been hit in the ear? That stings.
When I was a kid, I got hit a lot by, I got disciplined. We call it disciplined.
Discipline smacked in the ear.
Okay, and no. Yep, I think now it started. Okay.
You better run. You better run. You gonna get slapped. Run. Get him. Get him. Oh, he's too big. He's like a little cat.
Did you see? Like, turn on the captions. Like, the captions are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the dude spoke like their language, and the captions thought he was like speaking French.
It understands French.
Oh, that was Superman.
That was a good slap.
Oh,
hit him right in the nipple.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes.
So you're not allowed to hit on the face, right? So you can hit on the neck. Yep. Ooh,
Dang. That was a good throw.
Touchdown.
Oh.
See, so do you get it? Like, we took your sports.
I don't get it at all.
Ball was too expensive, right? They're like, what if we remove the ball from the foot NFL and just like keep everything else?
It's NFL without the ball. God.
So when you were kids, right? So did you do this? Like, take a stick, take a tire, just like get the tire rolling with this, like hitting the stick.
No, we got in the tire and rolled.
Okay, so that's so
I mean, it's
another
I've
Indian
seen
thing,
it.
I guess.
No, I've seen people do it.
Okay,
What am I
you gotta
hearing?
see this thing.
Yeah, so those tires, like we would get.
This is what we did as a pastime. Like they turned it into a sport, but this is like how we passed the time in the evening, like back in the day. Just like,
But we would get like car tires and ride in them.
yeah, and like motorcycle tires.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think like US Canada roads are built for like cycles and motorcycles. Like they're built for cars.
I mean, there are a lot of motorcycles around in our
like,
areas.
I think motorcycling is like more of an, at least in Canada, it's more of an hobby. Like in India,
Yeah, it's a like way
usually
of life.
the only mode of transport like people have in their
Yeah.
house. Like that's how I went to office back in like 2012, 2013.
Was on a motorcycle or a moped?
It was kind of like a Vespa. It's like
Okay, so it's more of a moped.
yes.
Gotcha. So it's like it's lower CC.
Yes. Yeah, it's like 110 cc. Like not bad. Oh, no. Yeah, this is the thing. This is.
Those are really nice, actually.
Yeah. So this is. I had like the exact one. I had the white one.
Yeah.
So this is how I went to the office. Back in
See,
the day.
realistically, that wouldn't work here for me. I mean, if I lived in in the bigger town, that would be more realistic. But
Yeah.
um, where I have to go to work, I don't think it goes fast enough to where I need to be.
So yeah, makes sense. That's what I said. Like everything is like designed so you need a car. You can't like walk
Yeah.
or cycle anywhere. It's like designed to be really far. Even if you have a train station near your house, it will be designed that even it's like if it's like 10 minutes away, you would prefer going by a car, parking your car there, because like the parking lot is gonna be huge and it's gonna be in the front, so you gotta walk down the whole parking lot, then get to the train station. It's kind of like that. So that's why li- when I like went to Europe recently, like that they had their thing completely opposite. Like their infrastructure was built on not having cars. Like I
Yeah.
didn't like most of the cars I saw on they were like really small, compact two-seater cars.
Um,
I didn't see any big like in Italy. I didn't see one SUV.
I drive a mini SUV.
Me too. Like in Canada, you need one. I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like you need one with kids.
Yeah.
But
So this do you like this seat opens up and there's like a whole boot where you can keep your helmet and then, like a lot of stuff. So it's like the seat.
so you were talking about trains. I my first apartment was next to a train station. Nobody like used it. Trains would pass by, and occasionally there would be a so Nashville is the closest big city to me. It's like
Okay.
an hour and a half away. You could ride a train to Nashville and then back, but it wasn't like it was like you stayed on the train and you just watched kind of thing. What is that?
Oh, did you get distracted? I'm sorry. I thought we could react. This is like a new trailer coming. I thought we could.
Oh,
react
the
to
Meg
it.
2.
Yeah, yeah.
You better die, dummy.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh my God.
I think it says Megalodon. I think the trailer's called. No.
The Meg 2.
Okay.
Jonas, we need your help.
Did you watch the first one?
We're detecting increased aquatic activity, 25,000
No, I'm not.
feet
I'm
deep
not.
in
I've
the
heard.
trench.
Like I've seen the poster of the like a
It's an
giant
ancient
shark.
ecosystem untouched
You
by
need to
man.
watch it.
Whatever is down there is trying to make its way to the surface.
Okay, exoskeleton suit.
This is
okay.
a bad idea.
Just a little bit.
Are they gonna punch the shark? Oh, it's a giant octopus.
Jonas,
Oh.
we've got company.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Biggest Meg anyone's ever seen.
That's the apex predator.
Everybody make it to the station! You can make it! Keep going!
Oh no.
I'll have to mute the music if I upload it.
You get a copyright strike on that.
What happened last time?
You don't want to know.
I used to love Jason Statham, like the Transporter movies and all.
They hunted it back.
It's awesome. They're about to die.
You can relax. This place, Meg-proof. I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking...
Yeah, saw that was happening.
I wish they had like a blonde guy, and everybody would be like, "Oh yeah, that's Logan Paul."
Oh. Jason Statham.
Come on, don't show the ending.
The
Don't
trench.
show the ending.
Oh.
Yep, it's like the piranha or the anaconda.
Except for this is has a better budget and it's actually really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should watch Meg. This
This is good.